Once upon a sparkly, snowy morning, something wonderful was happening at the North Pole. It was Santa Claus's birthday. Ho, 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 it's my birthday. Oh. Santa laughed, his eyes twinkling just like the stars in the winter sky. He walked into the main hall, and a huge cheer went up. Mrs. Claus clapped her hands together with a joyful smile. "Surprise!" she exclaimed. Little elf, with a pointy hat and jingly bells on his shoes, jumped up and down. "Yay!" he shouted. Outside the window, a friendly snowman wiggled his twiggy arms. Burye shivered happily. And on the table, a little gingerbread person did a happy dance on its sugary feet. Run, run, fun, fun. It giggled. Right in the middle of the big red table was the most amazing sight, a giant birthday cake. It wasn't just any cake. It was decorated with colorful candy lights that glowed and tiny sprinkle stars that shimmered. It looked too beautiful to eat, but Santa was ready. "Cut, cut," he said, picking up a big shiny knife. Clap, clap, everyone cheered, excited for the first slice. Santa carefully cut the cake. Slice, slice, then. He started sharing the pieces with everyone. Sure, sure, soom. Happy sounds filled the room. Mmm, went all the happy tummies. But the cake was just the beginning. The party was filled with all sorts of yummy food. There were plates piled high with freshly baked cookies, warm, comforting soup in big bowls, fruits made of shiny candy, so many other sweet treats. Everyone gathered around the table. Munch, munch went the elf, nibbling on a star-shaped cookie. "Yum, yum," said Mrs. Claus, sipping her warm soup. The room was alive with happy giggles. Giggle, giggle. Next, Mrs. Claus brought out a big box of party crackers. Everyone grabbed one. Pop, bung, bung. The crackers exploded with happy noises, and tiny, shiny papers flew through the air like confetti. "Oh," said the elf, trying to catch the floating papers. "Ay," said the snowman, watching the colors swirl. The gingerbread person jumped up and down with excitement. Hee hee! Now, what's a party without some dancing? It was time to move. Shake, shake, spin, spin, jump. Music filled the hall, and everyone started to dance. Santa danced with Mrs. Claus, twirling her around gracefully. The elf spun in circles until he was dizzy. The snowman wobbled from side to side, doing his best snowman dance. And the gingerbread person zoomed across the floor, faster than anyone. The air was filled with laughter. Ha-ha, hee-hee-oh. After dancing, it was time for games. Thale went outside to play in the soft snow. First, they had a snowball roll competition to see who could make the biggest snowball. Then they played candy toss, trying to throw soft gumdrops into a big festive hat. And finally, they played hide-and-seek behind giant gumdrop decorations. Run, run, hide, hide, peek-a-boo, stew. The sound of giggles echoed all around the North Pole. Os. As the party started to wind down, before they had one last treat, everyone gathered in a circle. They decided to share one thankful whisper for the special day. "Thank you for friends," whispered the elf, looking at everyone. "Thank you for hugs," said the snowman, who loved warm hugs, even if they made him melt a little. "Thank you for sharing," said the gingerbread person sweetly. Santa looked at all his wonderful friends, his heart full of joy. He smiled his biggest smile. "Thank you for all my happy friends." At the very end of the party, they all shared one last cookie, passing it around so everyone got a piece. Then, they came together for one big group hug. "Happy birthday, Santa!" They all cheered together. And as the snow fell gently outside, a gentle lesson sparkled in the frosty air. Sharing is sweet, kindness is magic, and having friends to celebrate with makes every day the best of all. Thanks for watching our little story. If you liked it, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.